Hello. Hold on.
Oh, look at it. She bought that. Period.
What's the craziest conspiracy theory you think about, but you wouldn't tell nobody?
Conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
You got one tapped in? Craziest conspiracy theory. Pizzagate. They all did that shit. They got the island. Yeah. Bill Gates. Goddamn. The first lady. Goddamn the Trump. Yeah. All of them. They tapped in.
Hey, Mike, what's your worst breakup story?
My worst breakup story? I caught him in bed cheating. Now what's that?
Oh man. That's sad now. All right, next question. What's heavier, a pound of pillows or a pound of pennies?
A pound of pennies.
Pound of pennies. This is the last one.
He can't even say it. He's getting dialed.
I'm not going to answer that question.
Yo, welcome to the New Normal Podcast. I want to tell everybody, thank y'all for tuning in. Y'all make sure y'all like the video, share the video, and make sure y'all subscribe to all of my pages, the New Normal Podcast. Today, if y'all seen that thumbnail, we're going to talk about the whores for Kamala. I repeat, the whores for Kamala. Or Kamala. Y'all make sure, hey, if y'all can hear me out there, put a 1 in the chat, put a 2 if you cannot hear me. Since I've been talking about politics lately, YouTube and other, platforms have been acting weird when it comes to my sound and my video quality. I don't know why, but just put in the chat a 1 if you can hear me, 2 if you cannot. But I want to start today off talking about Black women. And the reason I want to talk about Black women starting out today is because all of the entertainers that I've seen come out lately for Kamala, latest person I seen was Glorilla performing at Kamala Harris's rally. I don't understand where Hollywood or Hollyweird and politics meet or they intersect or where they would actually live together. I don't know why people are using artists as if we're supposed to use people that's making millions of dollars to tell us how we should live our lives. This is weird. This is crazy to say the least. And I don't understand why they push this on us. I'm going to say this to y'all Black women. Since y'all adopted Kamala as y'all Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ right now, the one that's going to put y'all over the top, especially if you're a Sora of an AKA or you went to a HBCU, I'm going to tell y'all, if Kamala wins, listen to what I say. If Kamala wins and the United States goes to shit, you will be the most hated group ever in the U.S. Now, I know it's going to be some Black women that say, hey, we already feel like we are hated. We already feel like we the most disrespected, whoop de whoop. But let me tell y'all, a lot of the stuff that y'all get or a lot of the backlash or the criticism that y'all get, a lot of that shit is warranted. Seeing how when the best and the brightest come to Democratic parties or rallies, they always got to be twerking like Meg Thee Stallion, shaking their ass. Like what music does Meg Thee Stallion, Glorilla, Cardi B, J-Lo have that's a representative? I know J-Lo ain't Black, but that's a representative or of upper class or upper echelon Black women. That's the question that I have to ask. Why are you putting these people in here that has this degenerate music, this music that's talking about sex? What's crazy is Glorilla is a woman that said on lip service, the freakiest thing she's ever done, she let her man ejaculate on her salad and she ate it. This is the person they have at the Democratic rally. I'm going to say that again. Glorilla, the woman that was just performing at Kamala Harris's rally, said she let a man ejaculate on her salad. She used the ejaculates as a salad dressing and she ate it. These are the type of sexual deviants that they have coming out for the Democratic side. I'm going to say this, and this is my motto when it comes to politics. The machine has to keep running. The machine has to keep running. The machine has to keep running. That's why you see all of these big celebrities. Will Ferrell just came out yesterday endorsing Kamala. We had the Avengers. We had J-Lo. We got Meg Thee Stallion. We got Glorilla. We got all of these big name people coming out and endorsing Kamala. And the reason I think that she has these type of people coming out, I don't think she has the black woman vote sewn up, truthfully. I don't think she has that sewn up because I don't know why you would have Glorilla come out. But also, if you look at Glorilla's performance, I'm going to play that in a minute. When you look at Glorilla's performance, she was covered up.
So not
she was covered up for like normally when you see Glorilla, because she was out there at the Steelers game half naked. She was covered up, and you got to ask yourself, did they make her get covered up before she performed? Then she was doing the edited version of her song. If this was a good, upstanding person, you wouldn't have to edit your music out. You would not have to edit it on. And they probably gonna flag my channel for this, but I'll just go back and edit it later on. I'm just gonna mute it. I want y'all to hear the sound. I'm just gonna mute it. So this is Glorilla right here performing. Now I want y'all to hear this music. Y'all gotta hear this music. Y'all gotta hear the music.
Jesus. Hey, it's 7 p.m. Friday. It's 95 degrees. I ain't got no hitter, and no hitter ain't got me. Let's go. I'm about to show my these hitters love them. How the is that your man? If he right here with me. Hey, hey. Turned up with my sister. Hey. Turned up with my show. Yeah. 60,000 fans came to see me do my team. Got 1,000,001 haters and they turned up with my hitters. Turned up with my sister. Turned up in my show. Yeah. I'm a Bibba head king. With my twin. Got a backwood full of top and a paper full of beans. All that Twitter typing. They see me and ain't do nothing. Come out with some biker shorts. I'm showing out mine. I'm feeling good today.
Now, don't edit out the moose knuckle part. That's the hardest part of the song. She said she's showing off her moose knuckle, but she full of cover right here.
I'm outside with your got a brown skin hitter with. Okay. Right, let's go. So I tap it back. I keep it fresh. Jesus shirt on. Who wants smoke? Say what? Get it out your chest. Tucked up with my heel, tucked up with my sister, tucked up at the pole, yeah. 60,000 fans came to see me do my thing. Got 1,000,001 haters, and they y'all can kiss my.
So that was Glorilla, and like I said, I don't know any music that will warrant her being out there. I don't know any music that will warrant Glorilla on being out there at this rally singing this music. And like I said, that's why I call this podcast or title my thumbnail "Whores for Kamala," because it always is, and I'm gonna keep repeating this, it's the sexual deviants that come out and the machine has to keep going. They like to always talk about these two things when it comes to Donald Trump. One, that he's always cutting taxes and doing stuff for his billionaire friends. But if you look at who all's coming out for Kamala, all the people that are in the in crowds, multimillionaires, stay in Cali, and they don't have to suffer the ramifications or the repercussions of our votes like everyday people do. Like if you vote for Kamala and she let 20 more million illegals in this country, the people in California ain't gonna worry about that. Y'all seen what happened when Greg Abbott sent them up to Martha's Vineyard. They said, oh no, y'all got to get these illegals on up out of here. Like I said, when we talk about rich people and people that's in these in crowds and circles, they don't really have to deal. Gabby has right. They don't really have to deal with the, like I said, the ramifications of people's votes. Like I said, they'll have their gated fence up. Like I said, they're against a wall, but if you go look at their houses, they got big, huge concrete walls with nice shrubbery around it. Or they have the metal gates with the spikes at the top. So you got to ask yourself, why are they against? Why are they against walls? But they keep their doors locked. They don't seem to come out there and say, hey, y'all can come stay in my house. I got 20 more bedrooms over here. They don't say nothing like that. Like I said, this election is going to be crazy. I'm telling y'all, it's going to be crazy. I don't understand why some states are talking about it's going to take them 10 days when we always knew the night of when somebody won the election. And it's crazy. Like I said, I don't understand why you have a Glorilla, because she had so much backlash when she had Meg Thee Stallion perform at her Atlanta rally. People was looking at people in the crowd were looking crazy, and they were like, "What the hell is going on? What the hell is going on right now? How are y'all okay with this?" And once again, it's the same old, same old. They feel like they are unpenetrable when it comes to a lot of stuff that's going on. But I think we're going to have a big uprising. And I want to say this. Let me go back to the video. Oh, here we are Pharaohs. Pharaoh.
I'm only a few thousand votes.
So y'all can see that. We just got a lot of, I said, weirdo people to me just endorsing her.
I'm just one person. No. Shut the up, Gary. Last time, only a few thousand votes kept Trump out of office. And this time, we will hold you personally responsible, Gary. Don't forget to vote, Gary.
As you see, they pulling out all stops to make sure that this happens the way it's supposed to happen, or the way they wanted to.
Just one person.
Because I'm going to tell you guys, I think the fix is in. Personally, I think the fix is in. Also, let me play this video right here. Let me show y'all. This is indicative of the Democratic Party right here.
Just real fast.
Let me show y'all this. This is indicative of the Democratic Party. I dressed up today. It was pretty cool. I was like,
Like I work for Kamala's campaign, and now I'm gonna deliver immigrants to her supporters.
We are voting for you. Don't worry.
Are you? We do have a surprise, if that's okay. Just real fast. We're looking for a place for them to stay. They just came across. They'll sleep on floors. I mean, they're not picky, you know.
We have like a 2-year-old, so
Hector's good with kids.
sorry, we just can't.
Could they just like sleep on your lawn?
They need a place to stay. They just came across.
My teenagers live with me.
Oh, that's fine. Hector.
oh no, not y'all worried about your kids and your 2-year-old and stuff. Not y'all not wanting people in y'all houses and stuff. Not that y'all, not the Democratic side feeling uncomfortable, which is common sense to put up a wall to keep people from out of your homes, but you don't want to keep them out of your country. Like when you let people inside of the country, what do you think is going to happen? We just had another 5-year-old little girl get raped by an illegal. I don't know if y'all seen that story. I will play that shortly.
He was dating a teenager like a little bit ago, so
Okay.
they just came across. They don't have papers. You're in support of like the whole border situation, and we're just trying to get them a floor to sleep on. You guys want COVID? They said they could survive it.
Now he got COVID. Conveniently, when they say, see, this is the bullshit that I tell y'all be on that side. Now you're talking about COVID. I'm an illegal. I just need somewhere to stay. Yeah, I'll tough it out. If you got COVID, just give me a mask and give me a room, because y'all got all these bedrooms in here, and let me go to sleep. Since y'all okay with open borders, walls are racist. Look like y'all being a racist right now.
You don't know how to say her name.
We work with her, so we know how to say her name.
Earlier you said Kamala. The way she pronounces her name is Kamala. You don't work with
Now y'all want to be outraged about how people pronounce her name. Shut the hell up.
See that car? We have 3 dudes who just came across the border. We're trying to find them a home.
Just say I'm voting for Donald Trump without saying it, okay?
That's a wrong attitude, mister. I said my vote is private.
So you're voting Kamala.
No, you said it again.
I dressed up like a
These are the people that will let dictate our country. They have these policies just like Beetlejuice up there in Chicago. Just like Beetlejuice in Chicago said she want to defund the police, but when she walked in the street, she got the police escorting her around. Ain't that crazy? When she said defund the police, she had the police sitting outside of her house, making sure nobody break into her house. Laura Lightfoot, if y'all don't know who Beetlejuice is. They got Secret Service. Hold on, let me see. They got Secret Service and bunkers on the ground. No matter what, they'll be safer than us. The movie the Obamas produced on Netflix, Leaves the World Behind, is a real message of what's to happen. I agree. I think that was the message to let people know. Like they said, they always have this imaging. There's always some type of imaging to let us know what's coming down the pipeline. There's always some type of imaging.
Yeah.
Here y'all girl again, Glorilla with what they call a cam.
Hey, nice to see you again. How have you been? I've been great. How about you? You're killing it out there.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yes, you are.
Are you excited? I'm excited for you.
I'm excited. So I'm in the zone. You know how it is when you're in the zone.
This interaction is so cringy. They trying to force something.
So I'm in
You
that
got
zone.
it. We are root manifesting.
Right?
You
That's
got
right.
it.
Right. We got to claim it.
Mm-hmm.
Come on.
Hey.
This is cringy. 2 of the worst actors in the world. And yet we let whores, harlots, and Jezebels get up here and speak and tell us who we should and should not vote for, performing at parties. Why everything on that side got to be a party? Everybody got to shake their ass, be half naked, and be doing freaky stuff over there. Why is that? Why is that? This is the video I was looking for earlier and I couldn't find.
If he gets in there and he...
This is a video I was looking for that I couldn't find right here. Let's play this. But this is what I was trying to say. I don't think Kamala has the black woman vote sewn up like she thinks she does.
Nobody believes. I don't care what nobody says. I don't care what you think or whatever. I've studied what Trump wants to do. I studied what Trump wants to make change. I saw what Trump has tried to do. And people who just want to be a hater, they don't get in the information that they need to be. Yeah. A guy asked me the other day, why are you voting for Trump? And I told him why. I gave him 5 reasons. He said, at least you told me a reason. Every time I ask somebody else about it, they never give me a real reason, but at least you gave me a reason. I accept your question. I accept your answers. That's all I got to say. And I don't care what you think. I don't care what, I don't care. If I believe in something, I believe in something. I don't care what you believe, and I don't care what you don't believe. It don't matter to me. There you go. People can go wrong in any second. People can go bad, you know, but I'm not controlling the people. I'm just watching. That's the
problem.
Yeah.
We are, people are.
And when you watch those videos like this, I've been seeing a lot of black women say this. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Y'all know that one of the reasons that I don't think they expected when it came to the black woman vote, they did not expect so many black women to not jump on that bandwagon. And you got to understand this. Kamala, if she's a black woman, she's a light-skinned black woman. I'm gonna say this again. Kamala, if she's a black woman, she's a light-skinned black woman. Why is that important? Colorism is a big thing in the black community. Colorism is a big thing in the black community. So a lot of black women, especially the darker skinned ones, will look at Kamala and think that she got the position that she's trying to get now, or the positions that she's held because of pretty privilege and her being light skinned. I know that's a thing that I don't think they actually accounted for. But when I see a lot of the people, most of the women that's not voting for her, they're typically darker skinned women. I'm gonna say it again. They're typically darker skinned women. Always remember this, black women, and I'm gonna say this again. Y'all attached Kamala to y'all wagon or to y'all horse. And if Kamala wins, United States goes to shit, y'all will be blamed and be the most hated group because people are going to look at Kamala and what she does, and they're going to see y'all faces, black women faces. There are going to be some black men in there that be hated too, but there's a large swath of black men that say, hey, we see what's going on. We're not going that way. We're not trying to vote, even though by and large, most black men are going to vote Democratic because they have to follow their titty. I mean, the black woman or they mammies or whatever they following. They have to follow that. And the reason they have to follow that because a lot of these black men were raised by single mothers and they're raised to be simps. Yes, a lot of black men are raised to be simps. They don't understand. They don't understand what it means to be masculine or have a black man be a leader. And a lot of black men are, and they're using this term misogynistic. How are we using the term misogynistic when they, especially a lot of black people that's in the church, as if the Bible isn't misogynistic? And we're going to talk about the church and how the church has been compromised very bad. Even more so, the more and more closer we've gotten to election, the more wilder and wilder that I see these black preachers trying to flip and misconstrue scriptures to tug on the heartstrings of black men to vote for Kamala. I've never, like I said, I've never in life seen so many people like fight for the black vote, the black male vote. They got to let you know how close they think this is going to come down to and how much they need the black vote. Because typically the black vote, black Hispanic vote is a tiebreaker because usually you got your white people, they split down the middle. Just remember, black women, you got to always be smart. And I don't think a lot of black women have foresight on, yay, we're looking for identity politics. We're going to root for her. She's an AKA black woman, HBCU. We're going to make history. We're going to do it. Yeah, you can make history all right. You can make history all right. History where people will say, yeah, they used the black woman to influence a lot of people to vote, and the black women ushered in a lot of bullshit. So that's why the country is the way it is right now. That's what people are going to remember. That's the history and the legacy that you could be setting yourself up, black women, and you don't even know that it's coming down the pipeline. And they always put the banana in the tailpipe on y'all. I don't think y'all had no foresight. I don't think y'all had no vision. I don't think y'all just even understand what y'all trying to do. Now we see so many women talking about they're divorcing their husbands because they don't want to vote for Kamala Harris. Do you know how crazy that sounds? While you got a black woman that's married to a white Jewish dude, she didn't have any kids of her own, and you mean to tell me you're gonna break up your household because he don't want to vote for her when she go home to this man? And she can't leave him because we already know Doug beat bitches. She knows she'll get a black eye real quick if she try to leave. Oh, yeah. If you don't know, Doug beat bitches. Y'all can go look it up. That's typically how masculinity is supposed to look. Sometimes I'm just listen. I'm just gonna say it. Sometimes some men feel like masculinity is blacking your bitch eye. Now I ain't saying that's right. And I ain't saying it's wrong either, depending on how your girl get out of line. That's just how I look at it. Forsaken says, I hope everything goes left if she does win. I just need to find a way to get into the high class so I won't be affected. I agree. So like I'm split on who I want to win. I honestly think if she wins, the country will never be the same again. But I also want Trump to win to save it. Now, if he says it or not, I just feel like he'll be a better candidate, and maybe he can release some stuff or show some stuff that we ain't never seen before. Who knows? But I know people need a drastic wake-up call. When people need a change, it can't be subtle. It can't be talking to them politely. It has to be a drastic change. Like a lot of people that be on drugs, they don't just, oh, I'm gonna get out drugs. No, it'd be like, yeah, when y'all hear people that recovering addicts, you know what they say? Yeah, I overdosed. Shit, I was almost out here. 2 more seconds if the ambulance didn't pull up and hit me with the Narcan. Shit, I don't know if I would have been here today. That's typically how a lot of this stuff got to work. It got to be just like that. It got to be something so drastic, near-death experience for people to wake up and change the way that they is. Just like a lot of fat people. Oh, I had a motherfucking heart attack, or I fell down and I couldn't get up, or I broke my bones when I fell because I was so heavy. And the rehabilitation process was so difficult that now I had to make a change. So difficult that when I fell, it took 12 people to lift me up and carry me out on some scraps, and then put me on the gurney to put me into the damn car, into the ambulance. Y'all, black women have to really be smarter in the way that they're going about pushing things, the degeneracy, especially when it comes to these children. We have to just be honest about a lot of stuff that is going on in today's society. Why are they using black women as a pawn the way they're using over there? And I can't for the life of me understand something so simple as you controlling if you have a child or not, abortion, trumping or being paramount over all of the other issues that we have. Just think about this. Just think about this crazy. I know this is wild. This is just my mind working, right? Just think of illegal come over here, right? And they just, it could be a good movie. Just think of, this could be a really good movie. Just think of illegal coming over here, or a couple of them, and they go like to a Planned Parenthood. They go to Planned Parenthood and they hijack it and they kill everybody in there, right? And then after they kill everybody in the Planned Parenthood, we have like y'all women still, we want to get your, the shop vac put in your pussy to suck your baby out. So then they just act like doctors and stuff like that. And why they acting like doctors, they like kind of perverted, so they kind of get a kick out of just playing in women vaginas and stuff like that. And it's like they sacrificing the babies, and it'd be like some in the back where they have like like some satanic ritual where they take the baby heads and like throw them against the wall and the blood splatter down, or just some crazy shit. Just what if something like that happened? Just illegals come in there, take over Planned Parenthood, and in there, and as they sucking the baby out, they just fuck up some shit. And you don't know, they done cleaned up very nice, and they learn how to speak English before they walked across the border. So you just feel trusted because all you want to do is get the baby sucked out your coochie, and you just think that's gonna be perfect. That would be a great movie. Just illegals taking over Planned Parenthood and just fucking bitches pussy up. Sounds wild, I know, but it would be definitely a good movie. Somebody should put that in the play. Y'all think that movie will go? Or y'all think I'm tripping? Y'all think that movie will go, or am I tripping? So the next thing we're finna play right here, y'all know my girl. She always has a good video that I need to review. We're gonna talk about Candace Owens right now. And the next endorsement that we have, for a second say, yep, that'll be good. The next one we're going to talk about is this one right here.
We do have some breaking news before I get into your comments, and it's big. I'm not gonna lie. This is a big endorsement for Kamala. It's bigger than LeBron James. I'm scared now. This election could be lost given this endorsement. I didn't expect this. I didn't expect this celebrity to speak out and say to vote for Kamala. It's bigger than Taylor Swift, and the reasons listed here are actually valid. I'm now thinking about voting for Kamala. All right, guys, let's It's Sexy Red.
SEXYYRED.
She's come out, and here's what she has to say. Let's see. It's on Twitter. She just tweeted this. I just voted. Don't tell us what to do with our coochies.
I keep saying, like, it be the craziest, dumbest group of people that we allow to speak. And these are the black women that's the forefront of black women. These are the black women that are the forefront. Of Meg Thee Stallion, her goofy ass out here talking about, yeah, I lied about having sex with Tory Lanez. I didn't know Gayle King was going to ask me if it was once or twice. So what? It was a drunk night. Like, this is what, like you up here talking about you willingly lied to the world. You went on Gayle King, and a man's life is on the line. He has children. The whole debacle of you and Tory Lanez and your friend was all because y'all was sleeping with each other, and you was the one in the wrong because you started sleeping with Tory Lanez behind your friend back. That's how all of this started. And then had the nerve to put out a statement saying you can't believe Kelsey chose money over having your back when you got shot, but you are the reason that y'all were in that situation because you backdoored your friend. That's crazy.
Kamala for president. Guys, it's over. It is over. Kamala's going to win. She's going to win. Somebody came out and said, don't tell us what to do with our coochies. And I don't see how any woman can resist that. I don't see how any man can resist that call. I think it's over. It's over now. And so we should all just hang it up. We should hang it up. I'm done with the genealogical series. Sexy Red has taken me out. And so, ladies, you know what to do when somebody comes out and tells you what to do with your coochie or whatever. Vote for Kamala. Vote for Kamala. We do have some breaking news.
And what's crazy, y'all mean to tell me y'all have no autonomy over y'all coochie? No autonomy over y'all coochie. The contract definitely said, especially if we wrote it in blood, you definitely got to vote. You definitely have to vote for Kamala. You definitely have to vote for Kamala. And the thing is, now you may not like Candace Owens' viewpoints, but Candace Owens for black women would be a nice representative. I don't like that she married to a white man now. I'll put that out there. But far as looks, the way she's dressed, the way she presents herself, she's articulate, she's standing on business, she's okay. She's willing to debate the way she thinks and her talking points and her views on certain things. Those things are great skills and great attributes in a woman, especially a woman that's willing to defend her position on certain things. And the reason that I say that is, if y'all have these conversations with a lot of these women on why they vote the way they do, talk the way they do, dress the way they do, it's like they don't want to be questioned about anything. And I understand it. When you run your community, men aren't allowed to question you about the things that you do, because we have this running saying in the black community that mama did the best that she could do. And that's all we have to give her. Not daddy did the best he could do. Daddy get the deadbeat label. We have women literally go lay on a cold table and let them put shop vacs in their cootie pop and suck the baby out. And we don't never call women deadbeats, but men are deadbeats. You can actually murder something. As soon as I say, hey, I'm broke, I ain't got the money, they put me in jail, but they don't put you in jail for murder. Sexy Red said, let me see if I got this video. I know I may not even have it on here no more. I may not even have it, because I think I deleted it to make room on here. Golly. Dang, it ain't on here, but I got the other video from her. Because she said raw dog. She said condoms. Condoms. I don't wear condoms. I'm the raw dog queen. And y'all got to understand, this is a woman that gets on live and does this. Watch this video.
Folks be like, why she don't post her kids? Why is y'all worried about my kids? Like, they right here cool. They fed, they clean, they good. What's going on? Why is y'all worried about my kids? Go have some kids and worry about them dirty ass bitches. The fuck? For real. Okay, I'm sorry, but they be pissing me off. Like, yeah, my kids is right here. They good. They always with me, bitch. Thank you. Fuck. Good and fed. Very, very well fed. A lot of toys over here. Big ass house. We living, bitch. Rich baby mama hoe. It's about where the kids at. Bitch, my kids ain't got Instagram. Is you cool, bitch? My kids ain't on Instagram. They're not going to be on Instagram. They don't have Instagram.
And if you listen to that, if you listen to the child seemed like that he has more sense than she did. Mommy don't say that. And she's explaining herself to the child. They just be pissing me off. Maybe if you were going to do that video, maybe not do it around your child. Maybe not expose them to social media or the ills of social media. Maybe just be a parent. I don't know. It just sounds logical to me. But this is the same person that just endorsed Kamala because she don't want people to tell her what to do with her coochie. Now you got to understand this. They'll try to shun somebody like a Candace Owens and try to put her in the back and replace her with a Glorilla, Meg Thee Stallion, Cardi B, Sexy Red. These are the women, your Sukianos. Some people should not be allowed to have kids. I agree. Some people should not be allowed to have children. Point blank, period. And then you got to think about it. This is a woman that says she's a rich baby mama. You got to understand there's plenty of times that women don't care if they're rich or broke, but if she has a little bit of money as a black woman, you can damn sure bet you ain't finna see them kids. And the only time you will get to see your kids if you deal with a black woman, for the most part, is if she is broke and need to put you on child support, and it's court ordered for you to get your child to have visitation hours. I got a friend that had to put himself on child support because his baby mama was trying to hurt him. She didn't care about the money. She was trying to hurt him so bad that she kept the child away from him. So he went down there to the child support court and put himself on child support. This is the stuff that goes on in the black community, and y'all wonder why we have so much homosexuality and deviancy, baby mama shit, all these freaky girls, all these boys that been touched, girls that been touched, because there is no male presence in these households. For a woman that's 20-something years old to still be able to still be fascinated about giving her coochie and talk about her coochie on the internet like you haven't had this same vagina your whole life and been using it probably since you was 8 years old, and you still out here telling people about your coochie. Now, I'm gonna be real. On X, her sex tape got leaked, and it was horrible. Because first of all, Sexy Red just looked nasty to me. She looks very nasty. She got, to me, I don't like her weave. I don't like the color. She got a hue, a dirty looking hue on her. Like all her tattoos look horrible to me. Sexy Red is just not a woman I would want to bed or want to keep around or make my lady be seen in public with. But we still got men out here getting her pregnant after knowing the type of music she makes. This is a woman that got popular off making a song that famous line, or the most notable line in that song is, "My coochie pink, my booty hole brown." That is how she got popular. She made a song, "My coochie pink, my booty hole brown," and we just supposed to sit here and act like this is just normal behavior that's going on. Because I'm still trying to figure out when did politics and Hollywood intersect with one another, and why we should listen to that. And why we should listen to that. Hold on, y'all. But I do know one thing, they pulling out all the stops. They trying to make sure y'all know that the machine has to keep running. The machine has to keep running. Do y'all remember this? I'm gonna show y'all something else. Do y'all remember this back in the day, like 2 years ago, when they was talking about this right here?
All right, I'm sorry. I have to put my 2 cents in it. I saw you in Miami's interview with Trina talking about golden showers. Shout outs to honor bitches that love their golden showers. I personally love my I am team golden showers. I don't think there's nothing wrong with it. You can't do that with everybody though. It has to be somebody that you really fuck with, like somebody that you really are into, somebody that you really like. But I don't mind getting a little pee on me, like, you know what I'm saying? I'll take a little slant on you, know what I'm saying? Don't judge me. And if you do, I don't give a fuck. Because that's not going to stop me from having my golden showers. But if, and like I said, that doesn't go for everybody. You really have to fuck with that person. But I don't mind, you know, getting a little pee on. It's a little sexy. You know, give me some of that.
Oh, I found the video, y'all. It's right here. Here you go. This sexy red right here.
Dog clean. I don't use condoms, baby. Right. I'm the raw dog queen. I don't use condoms, baby. Right. I'm the raw dog queen.
That's sexy red. And openly telling people she caught an STD. Openly said this. Which is crazy. Crazy. Let me show y'all what I seen earlier on Twitter. I seen this earlier. And this in my state too, when I seen this. That's why I said the church has been compromised beyond belief. Beyond belief, the church has been compromised. Which is scary to know that politics, because it's supposed to be in separation of church and state, I thought, but you know, what the hell do I know? I just go by what they tell us, but I know what they tell us don't be what they do.
People have to worry about being attacked for their political views out in the world. But now we got to worry about it at church. This is New Era Baptist Church in Alabama. All right. And apparently they like to send messages to Black people who plan on voting for Trump in this type of way. Attention to all Blacks who plan to vote for Trump. You are an ignorant, stupid. Okay, you see the rest. I don't want TikTok to play with me. But that's not all. Let's see what else they had to say. A white vote for Trump is pure racism. I guess these words are ready to eat for everybody because they coming for everybody now. But that's not it. Let's see what else they had to say. Warning African Americans, a vote for Trump will put blacks folks, okay, they don't know how to talk, back to picking cotton. But they're not done. Let's see what else they had to say. A Black vote for Trump is mental illness. I mean, they're on a warpath. But this is not the last one. We got one more. Undercover racist elected Donald Trump. So you can't even go to church and focus on what church is for, which is connecting with God, you know, connecting with Jesus, so on and so forth.
And I'm gonna stop her right there. See, the thing is why I said the church is compromised, because the morality of church. The morality of church. Now I get it. Now look. Now I don't know what Bible most of these Christians read, but I know that God uses people that have checkered past, right? And while God is using them, typically they clean themselves up very well to be presented or represent Jesus or God, right? So when people talk about Donald Trump talking about grabbing by the pussy, I don't know why that's even an issue. Listening to Sexy Red and giving her endorsement for Kamala, Glorilla, Meg the Stallion, like these three women alone, Sukiana, City Girls. I can keep going on about all the degenerate women. I don't understand how they upset with Donald Trump saying something about pussy, and all I hear in their music is pussy, sucking dick, and how good they pussy is, or trying to get a nigga for some money. But what I want to say is the morality of everything. The church don't even talk about morals anymore, or things that go against the scripture. Murder, you're not supposed to be murdering people. Adultery, they always talking about adultery. Like I seen a TikTok video that said, look at all of your romance movies by women, and they all are about cheating. Most notable book or most notable movie is The Notebook. The movie Unfaithful. It's about a married man and woman. She meets this, eccentric, young, good-looking dude in the city, just on some whimsical moment. The wind is blowing, her hair's blowing, her books fall out her hand like she in motherfucking college, and he helps her pick them up, and then they lock eyes, and then she just can't get enough of him, and she has to keep going back and keep going back. Titanic. Like all of your movies, romantic movies about women that women love are about infidelity. This is why women are hard to be trusted nowadays, because we know what y'all like to do. When God creeps in, he don't come through the man, he comes through the woman. We've seen that time and time again. I mean, when the devil creeps in, he don't come through the man, he comes through the woman.
You can't even focus on that, because before you even step through the doors, your political views are basically being attacked and put as the main focus in a place where God is supposed to be the main focus. Now, what's really funny to me about this whole thing is that if they really cared about Black people, then they would have seen this clip.
So I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit Black people.
At this point, this election has nothing to do with race. It just doesn't. There's so many other things that we have to focus on, like groceries, like bills, like inflation, like making sure our children can go to schools and get the proper education and not learn about weird things that don't make sense and go against autonomy. Okay. And we're not really focused on race right now because the world is in such disarray. This country is in such a bad place that has to come down a little bit on the priority line. But if we was to worry about, race, Kamala wouldn't be the proper candidate. She's the only candidate. And I think the history of the presidency that I've ever heard specifically say out of their mouth, they're never going to do anything just for Black people. That's number one. Number two, you want to talk about people who are flip-flopping? She don't even know what accent she wants to use when she wants to use it.
Yeah, because that preacher accent, that junk took me out. That was the one I was like, bruh, y'all can't be making it. So this is the person y'all decided to vote for. This is the person y'all are really deciding to vote for. And America needs a hard reset. They need, because I think now what the globalists are trying to do is go time. It's finna be go time times 100. They're finna make it so that you ain't gonna know you're not gonna be able to identify this country. You're not going to be able to identify America in 5 years. Y'all ain't going to be able to have no jobs because AI, robots, automation taking jobs. Even all your Ubers, I don't know if y'all been looking. Now they got cars like in Dallas, they don't have no drive. You just pull up and get in them. Pull up and get in them, and you ain't got nobody even driving them. You know why? Because one thing I understand, and I get it, humans are unreliable. Humans are unreliable. You get sick, you get pregnant, you gotta take a shit real bad. You might not can get in the car when you need to go pick somebody up. You working in the plant, oh, it's real hot. You gotta worry about people passing out and paying for insurance and stuff like that. People getting hurt. So when we have these conversations, I get it. But at the same time, most people don't have skills or learning the thing, or like I said, have foresight to understand what's really coming down the pipeline. What's really coming down the pipeline? Do y'all know Hyundais? The car Genesis is not supposed to be their luxury brand. Y'all know those cars are 80,000 plus nowadays. $80,000 plus. And I still remember when people used to make jokes about why Rodney King got beat up. Why Rodney King got beat up because he was driving a Hyundai. Y'all remember that joke? And this is why I say I don't think Kamala got the black vote sold up, because I keep seeing videos like this.
Kamala gets endorsed by everybody in Hollywood, but Trump is the one with rich friends. Give me a fucking break.
You got to ask yourself, why is that? I agree. This is the thing that I don't think black people don't understand. If y'all seen those videos of people in Chicago upset about the immigrants coming in there and taking over, about the immigrants coming over there taking over apartment complexes. Those are things that you really do see in third world countries, and they coming over here bringing it in America. And I think so many people are upset that people are voting. Listen to me. People are voting because they telling us they can't control their pussies. People are upset about that. You can't control your vagina.
I swear people have shit for brains. If you are determining the fate of this country over the next 4 years on the premise of preserving your right to continue murdering babies, number one, you're sick. Number two, you're fucking stupid.
I agree. Now the little gay boy right here, he got some common sense. Usually he on y'all side, but it just some things, don't matter what aisle you fall on or what bathroom you decide to use, or if you decide to chop your Peter Wacker off and put on a pussy. Some things are just common sense, right? Now, some things are just base level common sense. You getting pregnant or not, that's just common sense, baby. But what about rape and incest? First of all, if we have anybody out here who have actually tried to get pregnant, it's a small window, a very small window to get pregnant. Very small window. So it's not like a lot of people out here just getting raped and getting pregnant by it. It's just not happening. It just really ain't. Y'all don't even, and that people say stuff, and I be wondering how many rape men or how many people y'all know that just out here, well, men just knocking women over the head and just taking and just getting them pregnant. I don't know that to be a thing. If y'all know that to happen to somebody like in your personal life, put it in the comment section. But I don't know that to be a thing.
You want to talk about women's rights? Let's talk about how the candidate that you're voting for has opened up our southern border and allowed illegal immigrants to flow into this country to continue raping, murdering, and selling women into sex trafficking. But thank God you can get a fucking abortion. You want to talk about women's rights? Let's talk about how the current.
I agree. Like people are upset. Like I'm telling y'all. And the reason I'm gonna tell y'all something. The reason you have to have abortion on a topic at the top of the agenda of the Democratic Party, because black women get abortions more than anybody. Black women get abortions more than anybody because they are the easiest woman in America. People don't want to admit that. You can look this up. Black women get abortions more than anybody, but they are the easiest one. I can give you right now Glorilla, Meg Thee Stallion, City Girls, Sukiana, Sexy Red, and I can ask you, name me some white girls in the music industry that's equivalent to them. I need that music to be the same. They talking about their coochie getting licked, using niggas for money, need big Peter, need dudes with big Peter whackers. Show me those in white pop, in pop in like the pop music or rock music or country music. But you see in the rap music, we have women, older black women now, because they know they have to step up because they see the trajectory of the community. Got to say something about the attire that these young girls wearing, because now they wearing these skirts that show nothing but they butt with a little bitty thong on. Are black women nothing but their bodies? Don't sexualize me, but I can sexualize myself. And if I say something about it, or if I tell you, oh, look at that ass, or if I say, hey, bitch, come here, now you feel offended. Well, how do I supposed to approach you? Surely you didn't think I was going to approach you like a nice young lady. Couldn't have.
Current administration rewrote Title IX. Title IX, which was legislation to prohibit discrimination on somebody based off their sex, basically giving women equal opportunity, especially in sports and academics. It has now been opened up to anybody that identifies as a woman, taking away opportunity for biological women, you dumbass. Let's talk
biological women, you dumbass. Like I said, ask yourself, what are y'all really fighting for? Are you coming or going? Do you want women's rights? Do you want men? Because y'all talk about patriarchy, but it seems as if y'all letting the patriarchy take over women's sports, women activities, women bathrooms, women pageants. Y'all are letting biological men win beauty pageants now. Y'all are letting biological men become a woman for 1 year and win Woman of the Year. What are y'all doing? Do y'all really? What is the goal here? That's what I'm trying to. I think most people want to know when it comes to women. What is the goal? And the thing about it, and everybody knows this about women, it never stops. You get them what they want, they're gonna want something else. You get them what they want. They thought they want this. Well, I thought I want that, but I think I kind of want this, because you got to understand, women are very indecisive. If you've dated women, been around women, you close to your mom, your aunties, your aunts, you understand women are so indecisive. So to just be out here and thinking that women really know what they want out of life or know what they want to do with their bodies and shit like that, because you got to think about this. How dumb are you to tell me my body, my choice, and you don't even know how to make the choice to not get pregnant? It's just a simple choice. If you never have sex, you never get pregnant. You never have to worry about abortion. I don't even know why that's a thing. And like I said, I always say this. Women want to keep abortion on the table. So they want, it's like keeping the door unlocked just in case I have to go through that motherfucker.
Talk about how the party that you're voting for can't even define what the fuck a woman is. They think that anybody that identifies as one is equal to a biological woman. Your rights are being stripped away from you as we speak, and you're too dumb to realize it. But I forgot, none of that matters, because your idea of women's rights is defined by being able to have an abortion. Wrap it up. Use a contraceptive. Get on.
Like, we all tired of this shit now. And this ain't even, and I don't even understand, this ain't got to be some Donald Trump shit. This ain't got to be a Kamala Harris. There's just some common basic logic. It ain't got to, I don't even know why abortion is even assigned to a party. And both sides agree. We agree on rape, incest, and if the mother's life is at risk. Nobody's arguing anything else. But like I said, you got to keep going, because now you see them pushing and pushing and pushing to keep the term of abortion further and further. It was 12 weeks. Now they're trying to do 16 weeks. Now they're trying to do 3 months. It's like, what is the goal with that? Because people would say to us, like I've had an argument and with a guy, he told me, he said women would get an abortion early in life because I don't think a woman would want to go through that long of carrying a child and growing and then deciding to get an abortion. I said, I disagree. And so much so, we started researching where they would allow that. And I think in Switzerland, they actually show where women would wait up to the 9th month and get an abortion. This is how crazy and sick people are nowadays.
On birth control, Papa Plan B, bitch. Not to mention, Donald Trump said he would veto a national abortion ban. He said abortion is justified when it comes to the life of the mother, rape, or incest. And for some of you to think that having an abortion is the most pressing issue that this nation is facing right now, be so fucking for real. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next one. I swear, people are...
And like I say, when a gay man got to get up here and say something, you know it's bad out here. He can't even have kids. He said, y'all women so crazy. I just want to get some dick now. This is where we hit in society. He pissed off because now he's like, I see why I'm over here getting my back beat up. I see why I'm over here getting my back beat up now because y'all bitches is crazy. You just can't put a condom on. You know what's crazy? My mama always say this. My mom was born in 1961. My mother was born in 1961. She said women got way more access to technology, contraceptives, all of this shit that they didn't have when she was growing up, right? And women got pregnant a lot less than the girls do today. That is crazy that we have so many people regress when it comes to things like gender, sexuality, having children. I don't know. Like I said, it's sad when you have a whole society, when they say 70+% of Americans, 70+% of Americans are okay with abortion. +70%. Now I get it. I get it. I understand. Like I said, you want to.
Good morning. I'm Mass.
You want to be able to kill your kids, sleep around, do something just in case. You know what I'm saying? I get it. I understand it. But golly. So let's talk about the illegals again. So this is a video about another illegal raping.
Nassau County Executive Bruce Blakeman. Unfortunately, I am here because of a tragic circumstance. A heinous crime committed here in Nassau County by an illegal immigrant who should not have been in this country. Unfortunately, it ended in a circumstance where a 5-year-old girl was raped. 5 years old.
And as a parent, that pisses me off, especially preventable things. When I seen Kamala give that interview and that man asked her about the 3 girls that were raped and murdered by the illegals, and it took her all of 5 minutes to just say, hey, I'm sorry. As a parent, my heart goes out to you. That was the Biden administration. The Harris administration would try to make sure we would shore up the borders and make sure that doesn't happen to you again. And we take accountability for that. That's all some people just need to hear. And as a parent, to know that y'all are letting crazy lunatics out of prisons and other countries to come to America. And that is a real thing that they're doing. If you look at our prisons compared to the prisons over there, in South America where they're sleeping on dirt floors, no bunk beds, 20 people to a room. Where I seen a video where they got actual machetes chopping each other hands and arms off. And you mean to tell me y'all think y'all gangster and hard up here in America? Where y'all think, oh, I got nothing to live for? You in America, it's different. These people literally don't have anything to live for. Why y'all think they came over here and took over an apartment complex that quick? We ain't got nothing to live. We came over here to have a good life, a new life. We're not finna work. We're not finna take all that time doing it the right way. Fuck it. We're going to take it by force. And most motherfuckers that's smart, they understand. If you want something, you got to take all the stuff that you want by force. That's why I think it's very weird that we got black people still begging and asking for reparations. That shit is not going to happen. Like they tell you, you got to get it in blood. These illegals, they're not playing. They're not playing. And I'm telling y'all, the government has given them the green light. Hey, if y'all, I'm pretty sure they probably told them, hey, if y'all see somewhere y'all want to stay, go take it. Especially in the black neighborhoods.
Apparently, this individual who is under arrest now due to the fine work of our Nassau County Police Department entered this country at the age of 16 in 2014. That individual was detained at the border and given a hearing date and never showed up for that hearing date. That individual was part of the catch and release program that still goes on here in the United States. And as we've seen far too many times, these illegal immigrants have come here, committed very, very serious crimes, and it didn't have to happen.
Sad. It is a very sad reality that we have to live in a country like this where people are okay with just letting people through the front door, unvetted, unchecked, not knowing where they come from, none of that. They're just like, yeah, let them through the front door. And you would never let that happen. You would never, ever, ever, ever let nobody come through your front door that easy. You would never, ever, ever let anybody come through your front door that easy.
Democrats just,
you know, this is why I think Trump might pull it out. I ain't got no faith. I'm gonna let y'all know it looks bleak to me, but I'm gonna say this. This is why I think Trump might pull it out, because he's getting endorsed by the people. And what I mean by the people, I'm finna play it.
there is some huge breaking news coming out of Minnesota this morning. A group of Minnesota Somali leaders, along with imams, Muslim leaders, and former Democrats, just held a press conference and endorsed President Donald J. Trump and J.D. Vance over Kamala Harris, and it is fantastic. You have to watch this video. This changes everything here in Minnesota.
We spent millions of dollars selling ideas, talking to people, millions of hours, thousands of volunteers, connecting, finding commonality. And that no longer matters. Joe Biden is asleep at the wheel. Let's replace him. Let's have Kamala come in. That is a travesty. How is that happening in the United States of America? Whether you're Republican, Independent, or Democrat, how are we putting people on a pedestal and saying, this is the only option, this is the only flavor available today? That's why you see all these people in this room were former Democrats. We were diehard supporters. Republicans had no opportunity, no room to come and talk to us because we were loyal to the Democratic Party, but that party is no longer loyal to us and no longer loyal to this country.
Some of the key issues of the community are the global wars, and we're for peace. Economic issues.
Global wars, economic issues. Those sound pretty logical. It's not about killing your kids. Because I know how not to get pregnant, because that's my body, my choice. How about we regulate some common sense around here?
Family values and education are some of the critical issues that this community cares. On top of that, this community cares about the economic issues and the inflation. With all these and a number of other issues, the community came together and fully is standing behind President Donald J. Trump. Yes.
And if y'all watching the video, y'all make sure y'all like the video, share the video. Make sure y'all subscribe to all of my channels on all platforms, the New Normal Podcast. And what I'm doing now, I'm just going down the list of videos that I just got saved that I've seen. Oh, this is another video I want to talk about. I want to, you know who I used to like as a rapper? You know who I used to like as a rapper? I used to really love Plies as a rapper. I hate him in a political space. Plies be saying stupid shit all the time, right? So the first time when I really just seen him say something about something that has to deal with politics, he was comparing Kamala Harris and Trump answers on what they was going to do for black men. Kamala just said, black men are people like everybody else. I got to earn their vote. Trump said, well, I did this, and I did this. This fool gonna get on here and say, well, you see, Kamala says she got to earn the black vote. She didn't get on here talking about what she done did and all this. And I'm like, would you judge me more but trust me more if I did something and had some proof to show you, or just tell you, hey, nigga, vote for me and you got to wait and see? Y'all let me know what y'all think. Am I tripping? Am I tripping? Because I don't think I am, but that's what he said. So now he on this video right here. He on this video right here, and I gotta say, black people are the new racists in America. And it's you know what's crazy? Black people are allowed to say a lot of the wild, outlandish shit about other races. Just think about this. Black people are allowed to say the wildest, most outlandish shit about other races, right? And y'all ain't got nobody to come to your aid. If white people just said, fuck it, y'all niggas is talking too crazy, we finna come and raid the neighborhood. Y'all ain't got no infrastructure. Y'all ain't got no family. Y'all got to understand this. Most of y'all neighborhoods is ran by women. So what's gonna happen if they decide to ride at dawn? What's gonna happen if they say we ride at dawn? Industry plants. We always ask this question: what does rap music and rappers have to do with politics? I agree.
Real quick. I don't know how many white folks follow me on here, but if y'all have white friends, white associates, co-workers, do me the biggest favor and share this post with them, please. Because it's just a question that's been clawing at me for the last, couple months. And I thought it'd be a great time to get on here and ask this question now, especially a couple days going into an election. But this is my question to white folk, especially white men, older white men and younger white men. You can throw white women into this equation also. But here's my question. Why is it when it comes to black folk, the culture, when it comes to our talents, y'all love and admire our talents, whether it's on the basketball court, football field, I'm talking about y'all cheer for it, you root for it, you travel thousands of miles to be a part of it, you spend top dollar, you plaster it all over your walls, you wait outside of locker rooms for hours just to get an autograph, you cry when you take a picture with you. You love and admire our talents.
You want me to tell you why? One is the money, and two is when y'all are entertaining. That's when y'all seem the most human. Y'all seem the most happy, running up and down a basketball court, moonwalking on the damn stage, jumping up and down in camaraderie to sing a song. Let's talk about killing and shooting and all that. That's the only time that y'all seem happy. If you are on the internet, if you're on X, and the amount of shit that you see people say, and I'm gonna say something that blew my mind because I'm still new to X. The amount of interracial sex that is on X is crazy. I know that's another topic for another day, but it's like, man, I did not know it was that many white girls and black men just around here just having that much sex, and they just got it like it's front page if you like following the like PRN pages. Like it is crazy.
Our money. Y'all love our money. No other culture spends money how we spend money.
Duh, Plies. Like they said, with the black dollar stay in our community like 20 minutes or something like that, 30 minutes. I would love niggas too if y'all was gonna make me rich and y'all was still gonna be broke, still asking for handouts and reparations when they say black women spend $2 billion a year on weave, another billion or so dollars on Jordans. Come on now. We could have bought a whole state with that money.
We've helped spearhead some of the biggest brands this country has ever seen. Our music. I'm talking about TikTok, y'all in the kitchen, y'all in the living room, y'all love our music. But why is it y'all love and admire so much about us? But when it comes to giving us power, is when y'all pump y'all brakes. Every single
Plies. That was stupid. That was stupid. Plies is an industry plant. I have never, ever in my life, ever heard Plies speak about anything political a day of my life until this election. Now, I don't know if he spoke in 2020 election or 2016, but for now, I know for a fact I ain't never heard Plies speak this dumb and this stupid about what's going on. And the reason I say that's dumb and stupid, I'm going to let him finish. And I'm going to tell y'all why.
And we don't pump our brakes when it comes to giving y'all power. We have no problem with it. And we've done great with power. Whether it's been Obama, whether it's...
So how you just going to say, why y'all don't give us power, but you've been great with power, and then you mentioned the nigga that had the highest job or office in America, the president. Most niggas, to be honest, are not happy after Obama left the office because we thought Obama was going to do more for black people, but he didn't. You say that black people do great with power. I beg to differ. Most people I know say they don't even want to be in no cities or nothing where it's nothing but black people because they are piss poorly ran. For instance, looking at Chicago, you got a mayor by the name of Brandon Johnson, got plenty of clips of this black man saying, hey, I'm not going to raise taxes when I become mayor. And what they just released yesterday or the day before yesterday, he's going to have a $300 million tax hike. Chicago, that's that. Baltimore. I stay in Birmingham. Birmingham is not as bad as those two cities, but these are actually cities that are black meccas. No white people interference. And like I said, I want to say this. I don't understand why y'all thought or who gave Martin Luther King or put the batter in his back that thought integration was a great idea, but it's dumb because people naturally segregate themselves. My mom used to tell me this shit, and it's just some simple common sense. She said, son, if those people don't like you, why would you force yourself on them for them to just despise you more? Why in the fuck are y'all going to Jewish companies, execs to push your music? They don't like you. They funded the ships and the slave trade. We don't talk about that. We don't talk about how if you look it up, Jewish people started the NAACP. I went to the Black History Museum in DC. Got Horowitz and Stein and Epstein and all types of Jewish names all on plaques and on walls. This is the Horowitz building, and this is the Stein, and this person donated this type of money. And ain't nothing but niggas walking through the Civil Rights Museum. Packed. Stupid packed. I'm like, oh, they making good money. But for some odd reason, niggas still don't want to come and work with each other. We still got plies on here asking white people, why don't you want to give us power? See, one thing you do is say you can't double speak and say they don't want to give us power and then give a black man power like Obama. It doesn't work like that. That's contradictory. And what Obama did is now white people can say this to you. If you say America is racist, they're gonna say, how America racist? And y'all had a black man as president. Y'all should have got everything y'all ever wanted when Obama was in office.
It's been Magic Johnson, a Tyler Perry, a Coach Staley. We've done great with power. Some of us have failed, but some of y'all people have failed too.
Plus, some of us didn't fail, but some of y'all people that failed. If you're gonna make this case, I'm gonna say something. If you're gonna make this case, you can't put the bad in there too. You just can't. You can't. Some of y'all didn't fail. We didn't fail, but some of y'all like how you go. Like I don't understand. Like we let people right here. And Plies used to play football, right? And I like I said, you can't. I don't think too many intelligent people just play football. It's not one nigga that I've seen that I'd be like, oh yeah, that's a small person that play football that run their head up against the wall. Then after you play football, now you're a rapper and gangster rapper at that, and you resemble Kurt Franklin. So you're shooting bad already. So I don't even know why people should even listen to you. And then you made this song called "Give Me That Becky," which is a racist thing in itself, saying white women give head.
But why is it y'all love and admire everything else about us? But when it comes to giving us power, y'all pump y'all brakes on us every single time. Real quick.
I don't understand this. And the reason I'm gonna tell you why I don't understand this, nigga, we got Jay-Z, Dr. Dre, Kanye West. Like we got a lot of powerful black men, and you gotta understand, black Americans are the richest group of black people that I personally don't classify everybody as black. And I'm gonna tell you why. To me, saying black is a cultural thing. I seen a Somalian woman, a Haitian woman, when the cats and dogs and shit came up in Texas. She was talking about, I didn't even know I was black until I came to America, because they don't identify, the other black people do not identify as black. Black is an American thing and it's an American cultural thing. And the blacks in America influence the world and the world culturally. That's why you can have what the little white boy over there in England sees or something like that was rapping with Lil Baby. Sound like he been over here in America rapping for forever. He just got the little accent. The cadence, the beat, everything, the way he dressed, the diamond chain, all of that is a black American culture. So even when we had these conversations about how Kamala is, she don't come from a black cultural background. She even said on Shannon Sharp, she basically black by love because of the people that surrounded her, and her mama wanted to raise her up in a black community. Let's be clear. We know Kamala is not black. And I don't think niggas understand nationality, because just because you're Jamaican, like her father said he is, does not make you black. And I got to always reiterate this point, because Elon Musk is fucking African. I don't know why you niggas don't get that, but you niggas keep saying, oh, that is Jamaican, so he's black. Okay, so Elon Musk is African, so is Elon Musk black? But like I said, when we talk about just black and cultural, I think culturally, for me, I don't classify everybody as black. And they even have this thing called the FBA, and ADOS movement in America when he talk about reparations, because they got to separate themselves to get the money. And we also know that it's a lot of people that come over here to America from these other countries and toot their nose up at blacks when they do a little bit better than the black people, because they feel like America is the land of opportunity, and a lot of black people here squander the opportunity. So that's why they come over here. Now, the flip side of that is, I just think you squander opportunity in your country. So you feel like you were so oppressed and you had to come over here to make it. So if you're going to say, look at us the same way, or people that grew up into something and we couldn't make it, I could do you the same way, because I'm pretty sure if you wanted to, you probably could have made it just like you did it over here. Because y'all have rich people and billionaires in Africa as well. But now that we know that, immigrants get $9,000 just to cross the border, free housing, so much so that the Dodgers, when they went to New York to play the Yankees, had to sleep in a cheap motel because all of the high-end hotels were occupied by the illegals, because the state was giving the hotels money to house them. It's crazy that we having these type of conversations. America is going to be looking unrecognizable, especially if Kamala gets in, because she will. And I don't know what the excuse they're going to use for still letting illegals in the country, but she going to let 20, 30 million more illegals come in this country. And I don't know where they're going to go. You got to think about it. Montana has like only 700,000 people that stay like in Montana. Only. That's a big ass state. You could have put all the migrants, illegals in Montana if you wanted to. But you always put them, like I said, they put them in swing states. They had the Supreme Court literally just had the rule last week that illegals cannot vote in an election. And I thought that everybody thought this was common sense. Both sides, nobody's arguing this. Most of the everyday Democratic person, the everyday Republican person is not arguing. We all think it makes common sense for people that's in this country are the only people, citizens of this country should be the only people voting in this country. So you got to ask yourself, what is the play? Ever since Trump left office and the immigrants was coming in here, the illegals, everybody said, hey, they're trying to replace us as in black people. And black people are too stupid and still twerking at motherfucking Democratic rallies like Glorilla, Meg the Stallion. Y'all got people, the Democratic Party got people like this speaking for them. They got Plies, you got done speaking for them. Then they got this goofy. I can't stand her. I really don't like. I did like Carly B when she came out, but like now I can't stand her. She says the stupidest shit ever. And I really liked her when she had. I really disliked her when she had came out and said, "Yeah, she set dudes up to get them raped by trannies and all of this other type stuff." That's what she said. And nobody batted the eye. She's still making music. Nobody trying to cancel her. Nothing. But the baby said, "Put your hand up in the air if you ain't out there sucking dick in the parking lot." And that was supposed to have been something gay.
I work so hard, bro. I work so hard on my speech. And a lot of y'all talking about like, oh, why are you reading it from my phone? Bitch, I had to write that shit
With these big ass teeth in your mouth. You can't even close your damn mouth like you supposed to.
down because I had to make, bitch, I'm 32 years old, bitch. And I have 3 kids. My mind be fucking
like a puffer fish.
Raising all goddamn day, bitch. Like it's like sometimes, bitch, I be arguing on my shower, like fucking rehearsing what I'm gonna tell niggas when I see them. And you know what? I forget what I be telling them. I'm like, damn, I was in the fucking shower for 30 minutes. I was gonna say
this is the person they had up there speaking on behalf of the Democratic Party. Hey, y'all make sure y'all like the video. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Make sure y'all share the video. But this is the person they had up there speaking for the Democratic Party. And this is how she get on live and talk. I'm just trying to figure out where celebrities and politics intersect, where they come together. And I get it, they're citizens as well. But for them to have these large platforms and try to persuade people and come out and endorse people like this, you have to ask yourself, why are all these people in this entertainment realm, when we had all this Epstein stuff that we never got any information, no pictures, no videos, no nothing about what was going on with that Epstein shit. We still ain't heard from Gasoline and she supposed to be in jail. We not gonna hear from Diddy. Diddy gonna roll on somebody. The case gonna just go away, or he gonna get killed. We not gonna get anything about that. Especially you gotta think about it. If it's some videos there and they got some child pornography in there, they're not gonna share that because that's illegal.
It's with this motherfucker, but you know what? Then when I be in face to face, I be forgetting. So you know, when it comes to this shit right here, I've been knew what I've been wanting to say, but I had to make sure I ain't forget. So I wrote that shit the fuck down. Y'all gonna hear what the fuck I had to say, and I'm proud of myself. I worked so hard, bro. I worked so hard on my speech.
She voted for the same party that breaks up family like hers. I'm weak. Right. Right, exactly. And like I said, this is all sad that we're looking at this cabal. And like I said, my saying is the machine has to keep running. They'll get a little, need a little oiling up, and that's when your Diddy's got to get out the way. But the machine got to keep going. You got to keep feeding the machine. It's always going to be somebody to replace Diddy. And you got to think about this. What's even scary is a lot of these things that we hear, we've been hearing them 20 years for them to come out. We've been hearing 20 years Will Smith and Jada Pinkett had an open relationship. Now, boom, it's out there. Because I told y'all when the August Ascendant came out, I told people this, and I'm still the only one that said this. I think both Will and Jada was having sex with August Alsina. But, and like I said, he came out gay now. So why wouldn't they toss August Alsina together? Because I'm pretty sure they've done it before. I won't be surprised if that's why Will Smith actually slapped Chris Rock. Like, you made a joke about my bitch, but you know, when we was all having sex together, it wasn't that funny. That's how I look at stuff. Like I just think it's more to it than what it really is. So people like for him to get up there and get embarrassed by his wife on that damn table and shed them tears and like, damn, this is Will's best acting performance I've ever seen him. I think we forget that Will Smith is like a legendary actor. So he was there crying, his eyes turned red, and he was like, and he said on one of those videos, he said, "Yeah, baby, I just always wanted to give you something, but I didn't know what it was. But I'm glad you found yourself." So you mean to tell me he said that he ain't trying to have his wife help his wife out? Like I said, it is crazy that we have so many of these crazy people, sexual deviants. Like I said, even back to your Lizzo, your Ushers. We still don't know what happened with Usher and the big girl with the herpes. Like a lot of this stuff really just goes unnoticed because the news cycle and that machine, it's so much stuff that always come out. Always come out. I think August gave her the bug and she's sick. That's why she wrote the book Worthy and had the red table talk. Thinks she's on her way out. You think she finna leave what? Leave Will? You think she about to leave Will? This is my last video. This is another reason why I don't think Kamala got this. The black women sold up like she thinks she do. Oh yeah, this was another video I wanted to play real quick. Cause y'all don't know if y'all noticed this, but they just sent something. Hold on.
control, and instead of trying to implement a free speech situation, we've got a media that is completely out of control, and instead of trying to implement a free speech situation, they're trying to destroy it. I want to bring something to everybody's attention. It's Department of Defense Directive 5240.01. It was implemented by the Biden-Harris administration September 27th, last month, and it authorizes the U.S. Department of Defense on the authority of a representative no higher in rank than a colonel to use deadly force against American citizens. One of the specific categories that is mentioned is dissent or refusal to accept election results.
Now, I don't know if y'all been paying attention, but a lot of the people on the Democratic side have been saying if Trump wins, they will not accept the election results. They said the play is for them to drag out the election results, make people antsy, make people revolt, and they're going to say that Trump is the one that's causing the army and putting the army on people, not knowing, this is how stupid people are, not knowing Trump don't take office until January the 20th.
Now, we had an experiment I've been talking about all around this country, and it started 235 years ago when we adopted our Constitution. 233 years ago, we adopted the Bill of Rights. And we have been progressing, except we've got a party right now that wants to tear all of that down. We hear a candidate talking about they want to get rid of the First Amendment because we need a bureau to deal with controlling misinformation. The Nazi Party started that same identical bureau in 1933. 1934, the Nazis started Strength Through Joy. We have that coming up right now. And it's trying to derail something that is the natural outcome of this experiment we engaged in, which is black, white, brown, red, yellow. We all can come together.
And this is why I said America would go down as the worst social experiment of all times. Because if y'all ever go to any other countries, just take a trip to Mexico. Just take a trip to Mexico. When we talk about race and race of people, people naturally like to segregate themselves. They like to be around people like that look like them, culturally speak like them. Like I said, that's what people like. That's just a natural thing. You're racist if you say that, but it's natural. Like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if we had a file get leaked of Martin Luther King that said that he was a CIA operative that was told to let black people get infiltrated by white people so we can keep an eye on them. Because it makes no sense for a black man to talk about he want to go and have kids play on the playground with somebody of a different race.
And we have a common interest because most humans come from a traditional nuclear family, but somebody wants to tear it down. And when somebody wants to tear it down, that means I don't care what your ethnicity is, you have more in common with every other human being on this planet, especially those who are citizens of the United States of America. We can come together and look at this as an opportunity to assert this coming together. I have talked to young black men, young white men, Asians. I've talked to people from all over this country, around this state, and they're sick and tired of trying to be put in a position where they can be what they were intended to be, rather than what some sick fool says some delusion is entitling you to cop out and not deal with your responsibilities as a human. So let's build on that and keep these fascists out of office. I will conclude with this. Thank you very much for doing what you're doing right here to make America great again, to put it back on track to deal with this great experiment that nobody else in the world has had the opportunity to conduct.
Thank you.
And this is why I say America will not be a recognizable country if Kamala wins. I honestly think, truthfully, I think they have something in place if they even relinquish power to Trump. I wouldn't doubt if, and you got to think about this. This is what always scares me. Every Sunday, every Saturday, you have stadiums filled with hundreds of thousands of people. Basketball arenas, 20, 30,000 people. And you got illegals in here that don't like America. What's to say these people just won't go and blow up a stadium? I'm just saying, like, it's not. I don't think it would be that hard to do. I'm just like, when we talk about national security, these are the things, like the privileges that people just think they're supposed to be able to do. Like, it's some people that on 9/11 that just walk into a building thinking, this is going to work. Something I do every day. Boom, plane hits the wall, hits the building. Gas pouring on me, fire pouring on me. I got to jump from the building. Thank God I made it, but I left my wife up there or somebody else up there. Then the building collapsed, smoke everywhere. Some people still die from the building collapsing, smoke inhalation. But you just thought this was a normal day. You're just doing natural, normal, your leisurely stuff. Just think about you going to a football game and then just blow up. You go to a festival. Just think about the festival that was in Vegas when you had the sniper sitting on top of the roof in the hotel and just shooting down on people, just killing people, just randomly. And that was an American citizen. Just think about if he had like grenades to just throw out there in the crowd or something. Like, I think about these type of things. And I know, like, we're not supposed to tell and express the stuff that goes on in our head, but humans think about a lot of crazy shit that goes on, and we're not able to express them. I think that's why we don't have a lot of common ground when it comes to putting us together as humans. But it's a lot of crazy shit that goes through my mind. Like, they always talking about, like, when you're walking through the mall on the second floor and you and your mind just tell you to jump off the second floor. Like, that's like just impulsive, weird, wild shit. You just don't even like, what the fuck that come from? I don't want to kill myself, but it's like, jump. Why would I want to jump off the second floor in the mall? And that wasn't me making that pose. It was just a pose, and everybody was, it was a he, because a lot of people thought about that. But it's like, I never knew anybody else had this same thought that I had. That's why I think podcasts and where people can come and have real conversations about the things that they think about and express and come together and talk and like have actual conversations about what they thinking about, what you thinking about, and y'all can put it together and be like, we can gameplay X, Y, and Z out to see what can really happen. You have involuntary thoughts. I think the Dems are selling the country, and once it goes down, the elites will flee and take the money with their families while we suffer. See, honestly, where would they go? Like, where would the elites, the quote unquote elites, go? Because the earth is only so big. And I would be honest with y'all, I thought the elites were trying to make more of a play to try to leave the country. To lead the earth. Like, that's why the rockets were trying to go to outer space. I don't personally think we can go out of space, but that's what they're saying. And people say, well, we never been back to the moon because ain't nothing on the moon. How do you explore a whole moon in what? They was there, 3 days? How do you know ain't nothing on the moon? We ain't been back to explore no more? That don't even make sense. Elon just got it to where we able to catch the rockets on re-entry to save money on the rockets. And you mean to tell me we went to the moon? Like that's just a hard thing to believe. It is. Do I think there are aliens? That's another conversation that people want to have. I do think there might be some other life. They got other planets out there. Why would we think we the only? Hell, I guess it's other planets. Hell, they tell us it's other planets. I see the moon in the sky. I don't really see no other planets, but I do see stars, and I don't even know if those really stars. Those could be satellites. Who knows? Like I said, it's a lot of stuff going on. America, it is a crazy time. Y'all need to make sure y'all stay prayed up. Make sure y'all keep your head on the swivel. Tomorrow is voting day. Be careful out there because I just seen a black woman try to fight a white man, at the polls because he wore his Trump paraphernalia there, and you know that you're not supposed to be wearing anything political, Harris or Trump stuff to go vote. What I seen in Pennsylvania, they had a long line of white people with a whole bunch of Trump stuff on. Like I said, I really just don't see how she wins this because I just don't even. I was watching Fresh and Fit last night. It was the night before last, whenever I was watching it. They asked the girls on the panel who they was voting for, and these black chicks, all of them except for one said they was voting for Trump. I don't see where she's garnering all these millions of votes, so where this race is going to be close. I just don't see it. I don't even think people hate Trump as much as they did in 2020 as they do now to get out and vote for him. That's just my opinion. I don't think people hate him as much because it's coming off his president, COVID and all of that. We had another president in office. I don't think they hate him as much. I see so many first-time people or voters talking about they finna vote for him coming out the woodworks. But like I said, I'm finna get ready to go. I gotta go to work tonight. So Diane McIntosh, thanks for a great podcast. Pray for good things in the next couple of days. Trump 2024. Thank you. I appreciate everybody that watches. Y'all make sure y'all share the video. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. I'm on all platforms, the New Normal Podcast. On Instagram is New Normal Pod 20, I think. New Normal Pod 20. And make sure y'all go follow me on Rumble because on Rumble, we finna have different conversations over there. And I'm trying to build up my Rumble page. So go follow me on Rumble and we can have different conversations over there and they can be a little bit more freer because I know YouTube do a lot of censoring BS. They doing so much crazy stuff. Like, I'm just gonna say this. I've been trying to get paid from YouTube, but every time I submit a document, they say I need to submit another document. And this shit been going on for 3 months. And I'm trying to contact them and they don't have a phone number, so you gotta talk to like an AI bot. Weird, I know. Thank you. Going to Rumble now. Like I said, y'all make sure y'all follow me on Rumble. Y'all make sure, hey, come back. I think I'm gonna start doing my live streams at 11:30, 12 o'clock ish on Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So y'all be looking out for you on Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And on Tuesday nights at 7:30, we do relationships. We do a panel. We talk about relationships on Tuesday nights at 7:30. So y'all make sure y'all tune in for them as well. And Tuesday night's conversation is why do I have to hold to win? Part 2. Why do I have to hold to win? Part 2. I'm gonna tell y'all thank y'all once again. Y'all have a good day. It's the New Normal Podcast, and we gone.